Oh, I guess they just put us right back in. We don't need the intro scene, so
No. Wow, major technical difficulties, ladies and gentlemen.
major. Van's computer just said no. You guys will not say your top three.
We will not say. I didn't even say my number 4.
Yeah, it just went to PC auto repair mode. That was crazy, but
I'm still out of whack right now
we
because with the freaking orbits calling me and shit. Now I'm all out of whack.
just crazy start to the new year, right?
I know, right? But you know what? I shouldn't really be going bananas just because they literally, the guy said my flight's not 7:30, it's 7:40.
Oh,
So I don't know why I'm just going bananas about it. I'm just like, but then I'm like, wait a minute, no, that's fine. why am I getting all bananas about it?
Whenever you hear money, anything with money go up, it's always not a good thing because immediately your brain panics. It could be.
Oh no, it's not money.
Yeah.
It's the time of my flight.
Oh, yeah. You might need to chill out then.
I don't know why. I just got a little nervous because you know why? Because I don't travel all the time.
Yeah, I don't ever travel.
I don't travel all the time, so it's just like I hear that and I'm like, what? But no, I should be good.
Kyle's just 10 minutes late, sir. Just letting you know it's 10 minutes.
Yeah, just so you know. Well, the guy spoke broken English, unfortunately, but
yeah. But
whatever.
Let's kick it back, brother. We didn't give up. We still came back, and we're gonna finish this list.
All right, where's my list now? All right, so my number 6 was Life is Strange.
Yep.
Number 5 was Sekiro. I said. Yeah.
And number 4, number 4 you actually said was Anthem, right?
No, number 5. I'm sorry. Number 5 was
Anthem.
Okay.
Excuse
me, because I agreed with you.
So now you're number 4.
Number 6 was Life is Strange.
Life is Strange.
That was it. Number 4. Now we're getting nitty gritty here.
Yes.
Now we are getting into the nitty gritty. My number 4. You might hate me for this one. You really might hate me for this one. My number 4. Just because I'm looking forward to other games.
Okay.
I'm literally just going through the list just to make sure that I'm not missing something that should be at number 4.
You can't now because the top 4 is crucial.
Oh yes, absolutely, absolutely.
Boy, you got carried.
I'm just making sure. Actually, this actually might get bumped up now. Now that I'm looking at it. Okay. I'm just going through it one more time. Just making sure. Making sure. I'm sorry.
I know what your number 4 is.
Number 4. Yeah. Number 4 is The Walking Dead final season.
What? Yeah, I am mad at you for that. You were right. I am mad at you for that one.
It's number 4. It's number 4. Because I feel like it needs to be done justice, and I think the legacy of The Walking Dead with Telltale has just been humongous. It needs a proper end, and every single one has been great.
Have you beat the other ones?
I have not.
So
I have not, but I've watched them.
So, Kyle, now
I kind of know what happens.
Now I got to ask you, are you going off of the list that you think are going to be the top 10 upcoming games, or this is literally your personal, like...
This is what I think is going to be the top 10. I think we're kind of doing it differently.
Yeah, we are, because I'm doing what my top 10 is.
Well, let's put it this way. If I was doing my top 10, then Gears of War, Code Vein, and all these other games would be on there. Mm-hmm. Streets of Rage 4. Yeah, all these other games would be on there.
Yeah.
If I was doing my personal top 10. Luigi's Mansion, Pokemon. But they haven't been announced. There's no release dates, nothing yet on it, unfortunately. All right, Whisper, I'll do it. Sorry, I'm looking at Mixer Chat. But my number 4 will be Walking Dead's final season.
Okay. So, you're going there. I'm going with a game you already picked. I'm going to put on my top 3.
Uh-oh.
I have a
Uh-oh.
feeling I think I know what you think it is.
Uh-oh.
And
This would be bad news bears.
I think you think that it's gonna be I think you think that it's gonna be Jump Force, but it's not. Jump Force actually didn't make my top 10. Sekiro is
Oh.
my number 3. And you know why, Kyle? Because if you know me well, you should know that Ninja Gaiden 2 is in my top 3 games all time. The fact of that being said, this
Yeah.
reminds me of Ninja Gaiden because it's going to be hard as hell. Maybe harder than Ninja Gaiden, which is a
Yeah.
lot to say because Ninja Gaiden Black, we won't speak about that damn game. But
No. God, no.
I
God.
think Sekiro is going to give me that migraine that I haven't got from a game in a while, which isn't a good thing. But the action, the fighting, I like Dark Souls. Don't love it, but this is setting the times. This is set in the time setting that I like. The time period that I like. The action looks good. They said the game is pretty long. Boss battles. That's why Devil May Cry. I switched them out. Because I feel like this is going to be a more developed a better developed Devil May Cry. That's one reason why this is number 3 and Devil May Cry is number 5. But Sekiro is number 3 for me.
Okay. Putting Sekiro over Devil May Cry. I don't know how I feel about that. But anyway. So, number 3. Oh, boy. I'm gonna kick myself. Now I'm gonna kick myself for saying this.
Gritty.
Because I'm trying to be realistic. I'm not trying to be biased. Devil May Cry 5
Okay.
is number 3.
Okay.
I haven't played.
We switched spots, if you noticed.
I haven't played the Devil May Cry. That's true. We did switch spots.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't. All right. So I have not played the Devil May Cries yet. But those games, I've said numerous times on the show, are right on my alley.
Mm-hmm.
The Bayonetta, the God of Wars, hack and slash, Ninja Gaiden type games.
Yep.
It looks extremely polished. It looks beautiful. Capcom did a fantastic job with this game. I think and the additions that you get with the deluxe version is going to be awesome.
Yeah.
I get to use a Mega Buster Devil Trigger.
Yeah.
Which is pretty sweet. And I can't wait to see what is in store for Dante and Nero.
And V.
And V.
Yep.
And V. Who is V?
Where is Virgil is what I want to know more. But anyway.
Where is Virgil? We shall find out.
Yes.
Find out next time on Dragon Balls. I had to say it, sorry.
I can argue with you on that.
All right. Andre.
Woo. Number 2.
Number 2.
I wanted to see if you can guess it before I said it.
I probably know what it is.
There's 2 games that I haven't said that you know are in my top 3.
I think our top 2 is the same.
No. One of them will be. Number 2s you're saying.
Both of them, yeah.
Okay.
Not at number 2, but the top 2 games are going to be the same.
Well, Gears 5.
All right, yeah, you went different.
Yeah,
that's right.
Gears 5 is number 2, and it hurt me to say that because, I'm all about Xbox exclusivity.
Yeah.
But the number 1 game I have over this, you should know what that's going to be because I haven't said it yet. In Gears 5, I predicted Gears 5 was going to be shown. I predicted Gears 5 was going to be released. It was released sooner than I thought. Me and Kyle seen that trailer. I almost wish we were live together when we watched that because I remember when I had seen it it was a delay, and I was able to see it a little faster than Van and Kyle were. And I was mad because they couldn't share that energy that I've seen when I see it. But then after, the same reactions Kyle gave after, was just to let you know how much we love Gears. Desperately needed by Microsoft right now. And for that trailer, Kyle, like me and you said, we are not the only ones in this world that completely loved the campaign of Gears 4.
Yes.
Gears 4 was my favorite campaign out of all of them. But Gears, the multiplayer wasn't my favorite. But the Gears 4 campaign was my favorite because I felt like they were so in-depth with this. And you had to play the other ones to know what this one meant, kind of. And it was big. Yeah. It was big. And Gears 4 was such a phenomenal game. And how well this looks, the snow and the environment and how the story's going. I don't want to spoil it for people. I cannot wait for Gears 5, Kyle. I cannot wait for Gears 5.
Let me tell you something. After the ending of Gears 4, holy shit.
Man.
Which actually they kind of spoiled in the trailer.
I know.
Which I thought that was really weird that they did that. So literally, you don't have to play the end of Gears 4.
You can just play Gears 5 and you'll know.
You can just watch the trailer and you pretty much know. But okay, because I know what your number one is. Because I'm gonna do a little spoiler alert right now. Because my number 2 is your number 1.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. Number 2 is Kingdom Hearts 3.
Get out of town.
Yep.
Kingdom Hearts is in my boy Kyle's top 5?
Kingdom Hearts 3. I will not discredit Kingdom Hearts. Again, I have not played Kingdom Hearts, but I know how good Kingdom Hearts is. And how much of a following that game does have.
Yep.
It is a fantastic game. It looks beautiful.
It does. It does.
And what you can do in that game is going to be amazing. Where you can go.
They got the little open world thing going on.
And it's the final chapter.
It is. It is. And it's sad to hear that.
So after this, nobody can beg anymore for New Kingdom Hearts because this is it.
No. They have said, though, it is it. But this is the end of Sora's story. That's what they keep.
So it's the end of Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
Let's be real here. It's the end of Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
You want to know why? I'll say it like this. Because literally they did the same thing with Uncharted.
True.
They were like, this is the end of the Nathan Drake story. Okay, so this is the end of Uncharted.
Yeah.
But then they made the other one.
And no one played
Chloe.
it. No one played it.
And that one completely fell apart because it is dirt cheap now.
Yeah.
To get that. And I still never got it, honestly, because again, I see that game like Judgment. It's like, I don't care about Chloe's story.
Yeah.
I don't. I really don't care about Chloe's story.
No one cared about Beard's story, so that's a great comparison.
Right. So it's just like, it's so stupid. But yeah, Kingdom Hearts is my number 2.
Okay. And number 1, you just said it. Kingdom Hearts 3 for thousands of reasons. I've beaten every single Kingdom Heart that has came out, from the PlayStation to the DS to everything. I have played them. I've beat them. I know the story. I know the characters. It's still the most confusing story of all time. But I've been listening to the soundtrack to this game already. They have a soundtrack for the intro, and Kingdom Hearts 3 is just going to take me away from reality. I already told my wife, you can go find another husband if you want. While this game is out, I will be non-existent. I will not miss a show with you guys, but I might miss a show, just saying. Kingdom Hearts 3 is my most anticipated, my number 1, and possibly, which we'll talk about after, my game of the year for 2019. We'll see.
It is highly possible.
Yeah.
It is highly possible.
We shall see.
But this game, if it is up for Game of the Year, because that is the controversial topic that we've discussed in past episodes of whether this game should be up for Game of the Year or not, due to the type of game it is.
Yep.
Which I'm pretty sure you know what I'm going to say for my number 1 now. Resident Evil 2. That game, we've talked about it earlier, but Resident Evil 2 is definitely a trip down memory lane. Not because it's Resident Evil 2, but because now I'm getting that eerie vibe from Resident Evil 4 with the over-the-shoulder cam. And I look at this game, and I do agree with you. This is going to rival Resident Evil 4 as how good of a Resident Evil game this will be.
I keep saying it.
The trailers are phenomenal. I've watched them in 4K finally, because now I have a 4K source to watch 4K trailers.
I tell people that.
It is unreal.
Yep.
Game looks so good. I just want to experience something different as far as playing through two different storylines because I didn't get to play the original Resident Evil 2. So it'll be fun to play this like as a first time player of Resident Evil 2 to play as Claire's storyline and Leon's storyline.
Yep.
This game, if it's allowed, could be game of the year.
Mm-hmm.
But this is a very early prediction. There is a ton of stuff still. More to come in 2019.
Yes.
As well. So that's my number one. Resident Evil 2.
Kingdom Hearts 3, Resident Evil 2. I don't know what Vans would be. I can't even think of what Vans would be, honestly.
Well, that's a top 10. He'd have to think of his own little top 10 that he'd have to spat off to us.
Yeah.
He probably has Days Gone at number 5. But anyway. All right. So, we'll make this quick. 3 games that are on the not have a release date list that you think will come out and that you are most looking forward to at the same time.
Okay. I'll start. I thought they were going to do something with it this, I don't think it was E3. Yeah, I think it was E3 where I told you I made a prediction and it didn't happen. I'm still standing by that. I think this year we get Bayonetta 3.
Oh, so that's not even on the list. So you're going with Bayo.
Yes. I'm going with a game. See, I know it's not on the list, but I also know who Nintendo is. Nintendo's the type of people that will announce it, and then next thing you know, in 2 months, get Bayonetta 3. Bayonetta 3 is what I'm going with.
Bayo is in your top 3. Interesting.
Yes.
Interesting. Number 3. Code Vein.
Can't wait for that damn game. And
Code Vein.
You got to play that game.
Ridiculous.
You got to play that.
I did get to play it. They did push it back. Maybe it'll be at PAX East again. Maybe it'll be at PAX South. Should be interesting.
Yeah.
That is going to be very interesting. So, yeah, and it's a beautiful game. Literally an anime Dark Souls type game. It is difficult, but it's going to be really good. I like the pacing of it. I think the pacing is a little better than Dark Souls, in my opinion. Oh, what's your number 2?
So funny because you want to go and put it at number 3, but Code Vein's my number 2.
Okay.
I don't have to say nothing else. It's anime and it's Dark Souls together. Those are my 2 favorite things to mix. So yeah.
Number 2. Oh my god! See, there's 2 games. Well, one's an honorable mention because I have to. Because we're only doing 3. Number 2 is Gears 5. Now, you know I love me some Gears of War. Gears of War is obviously my absolute favorite Xbox series.
Where's that
and franchise? And it looks, oh man. Again, after Gears 4, I'm super hyped for this one. But there is one game that does take it over that I have a very long connection with, which I will say in a minute. All
right. So for me, number 1 is tied with 2 things.
Okay.
Both of these games.
Do you have any honorable mentions before you say it?
I do, but I'm not gonna say it for the sake of one of them might be in yours. And I think there's one that I would say I think is like a 0% chance it comes out next year. But I really want to say it, but I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna go between my 2. You know what? I'll say one of these are honorable mention and the other one's number 1.
Okay.
The honorable mention I'll say is Castle Crashers 2. It's been rumored.
Okay.
You know how much I love Castle Crashers, Kyle.
Okay.
Anyone that knows me knows how much I love Castle Crashers. One of my favorite games of all time, my top 10.
A very good game.
It's
excellent game.
So good. But my number 1, and it's not rumored to be coming out. Well, actually, it is rumored to be coming out, but Microsoft has never said this. Playground Games, the team that makes Forza, They make Forza so great. Forza's been phenomenal. They are taking on a new project. That's been confirmed.
Yeah.
And Kyle, you know the game I'm talking about.
You're going way into left field.
I am going way. And I'm not saying prediction, Kyle, because I know we're going to do a prediction after. I'm not saying prediction only because it's been talked about. It feels kind of said it in a way. But Fable.
Okay.
I do feel that any month they can announce Fable being worked on, it's supposed to have been being worked on for the past few years. So I would not be surprised if they hit us with a surprise and Fable was announced.
That would be insane.
I think it's much needed. And I know a lot of people say, well, do you want a remaster? Do you want anything Fable is needed for Microsoft?
I will only disagree partially because I think they need a new one. I think they need to restart.
I do too, but I feel like because Playground's just jumping onto this.
Yep.
If you're trying to get something out fast, trust me, Fable's been remastered multiple times, so I agree with you.
Yeah.
It needs to be a Fable 4. But
I wouldn't even say Fable 4.
Just Fable, like just Fable.
I would say start it over.
I agree.
Like God of War.
I wouldn't be mad at that.
I would say start it over. Brand new start for Fable. So do Fable.
I'd be cool with that. But realistically, I know there's 0% chance almost of Fable being announced for this year. I do see a trailer happening, like probably 100%. But as far as the game coming out, I know it's not, but that's just hopeful thinking and wishful thinking. Fable gets announced this year. So those are my... yeah.
Sounds like that's your number one and your prediction.
No, I have a prediction that's better than that, actually.
Okay. All right, so...
Honorable mention for you first.
I have two of them.
Okay.
They're two Nintendo games.
I already know what one is because one of them was going to be my number one.
One's Yoshi.
Oh, I forgot about Yoshi.
Yep, one's Yoshi. The other one's Luigi's Mansion.
Oh, never mind. Okay.
The number one game that I think will come out this year, and it's going to be hopefully amazing, and it will be finally the game that I've been looking for, that a lot of people have been looking for the last 20 years. Over 20 years, excuse me. That's Pokemon.
Yeah.
If Pokemon comes out this year,
which it will.
Which more than likely it will.
Yeah.
This will finally be the legit Pokemon game for the first time ever on a home console.
Yep.
For over 20 years, me and a lot of Pokemon fans from that era have been waiting for this moment. For when this legit Pokemon game gets announced and is on a home console.
And it's exclusive.
And you can still take it on the go with you.
Big. Really big.
That is why I was hyped on Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee. I know it wasn't the legit Pokemon game.
You knew it was the foundation.
But I said it, that it was the foundation, just like Breath of the Wild is for Zelda. This is the foundation, the blueprint that will set forth into the future for future Pokemon games.
Yep.
If done right, this is going to be a fantastic game.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely fantastic. Possibly game of the year.
Yeah, I agree with that.
If done right.
I agree.
So we shall see. But Pokemon is the one I am looking forward to.
I agree with that. I mean, Pokemon would have made my list. It's just there's so many other games. Now...
Yeah, there's a ton.
Prediction, Kyle. Our big... Can we do a software prediction and then a hardware prediction?
I mean, a hardware prediction would just be, PlayStation 5.
Yeah, but with date. You know how me and you are. We like to...
Oh, yeah.
We kind of like... You know how we do. And then remember a new Nintendo thing's supposed to come out, a new Xbox. So just along those lines. So we can start with the hardware because software is more important, kind of.
Yes.
Hardware from the big three.
Hardware from the big three.
For me,
Yep.
Microsoft does this thing that I've been telling you. I know there's two consoles coming out. There's one that's going to be as powerful as more powerful than the One X. Then there's one that's as good as the One S. And I think the reason they keep saying that is because this Microsoft console coming out, I told you, Kyle, think of a Microsoft controller. I think it's going to be something alongside a Microsoft controller that can split, and you can put a phone, a tablet, something in the middle of it, and it's going to be Microsoft's portable step of copying Nintendo Switch.
Yep.
It's going to be Microsoft's version because they have Xbox All Access coming out, and they say that this thing's supposed to be all streaming. There's no disc. Why wouldn't there be disc in a console? Because it's supposed to be a streaming device to go anywhere you want to go with. And they already said that Microsoft will have this whole phone thing where you can play Microsoft games on your phone as long as it's through Game Pass. All that crap leads to me being able to take my phone, slide it in between these two controllers, and I'm playing my Xbox on the go. I think they announced that this year, and they announced that the Xbox console will be a 2020 console to rival the PS5. As far as dates, I think the Xbox thing happens this fall. This Xbox portable thing happens this fall. And that's it for Xbox. For Nintendo, I'll let you get more into that. I'll just say release date for this new Nintendo they're working on. I think it's going to be higher powered. Not ridiculous, just a better screen, more durable where it's not as weak. The big question is it going to be mini? Is it going to be big? I don't see them going smaller, Kyle. I see them going stronger, but not smaller. I know a lot of people are like, can we get a mini? I'm like, dude, the Joy-Cons are already mini. Like,
we don't need a mini.
We don't need a mini. Just a stronger Switch with a better screen display. More things to do with the dock, like maybe a smaller dock, maybe an easier dock, where you're going to have to put the stuff in the back. I think that's also going to be a fall time type thing going on this year. Right in time for the holidays. I think that's going to be for that. And then the last thing, which we know is almost inevitable, is just the fact that when it comes out, PS5 gets announced. I believe, Kyle, PS5 is 2020.
Okay.
With Last of Us and all them. Like I said, all them games they've been showing off, Kyle, all PS5 games. But PS5 gets announced at E3. Well, there ain't no E3.
No, there's no E3, remember?
A PlayStation experience type thing.
If they even have one of those either, too.
Not PlayStation, don't like me and you say, Kyle. PlayStation to do something this year, they're screwed. But that's my prediction for the big three for hardware.
It's pretty much the same as far as hardware goes. Mm-hmm. I think the new Switch will come out. I don't see anything drastic. I think I'm siding with Van on this one. I don't see anything drastic happening with the Switch. Mm-hmm. I think you'll get a better screen maybe, because the one thing that a lot of people were complaining about was scratches on the screen.
Yep.
Especially when you dock it. So I think if anything, we'll get a better screen and or a better dock.
I agree.
That will do it. I don't see anything drastic happening with it. Xbox, I do still believe that their new system is going to be their streaming thing. I'm still going to go with the aspect of it's going to be a little separate thing that you bring with you and you can play it anywhere.
Which I like that too, by the way.
I think it's going to be that. Like, if you're in a Starbucks, any place with a Wi-Fi, then you have your little box in your laptop, then you hook it up to each other, you have Windows. I think that's what's going to happen. And you'll be able to play your games on the go wherever you are. And I think it'll be a little more powerful rather than just playing it like straight through. Well, because sometimes you can't even just play it straight through a laptop. With some of the games you can, but not everything. With this new one, I think you'll be able to play anything you want.
Yeah, and they say it's just like the One S as far as power goes, not the One X. They keep making it clear it won't be like the One X. The One X, they got something that they're doing better than the One X.
Don't expect 4K streaming.
Yeah, exactly.
Guys, don't expect that. PlayStation, I agree. PlayStation 5 is going to be a 2020 release. I think they'll announce something towards the end of the year. But
What do you say
that's
price?
it
What do you say for price?
for PlayStation 5.
Mm-hmm.
If it's supposed to be powerful just like the X, I'll go 500.
I go 500 too. We're in the same ballpark.
I'll say 500. If it's anything lower than 500, I'll be shocked.
Yeah. The Pro's already what? 450?
The Pro's already 400.
Yeah, so yeah, it's going to be 500. I'm almost sure.
Yeah, I'm going to go with 500.
Okay.
So, as far as software, would you like me to start this?
Yeah.
Okay. It's gonna be a little bit more of a. I'll turn this negative into a somewhat positive. I'm gonna have a double. I'm gonna have a double. Are we doing with all? Actually, are we doing with every company? Each of the big three, or
No, we could just take. I mean, we could just cover our companies because we know how much we.
Okay. Metroid will not get announced this year.
You don't think so, Kai? I think we get a trailer and then it says 2020 it's coming out or something, like coming in 2020.
I don't think we see anything Metroid until the end of the year.
Ooh.
That's what I'm thinking. Because let's look at it this way. I'll try to turn this negative into a positive. Think of all the rumor games that are coming out for 2019 as far as the Switch goes. Mortal Kombat 11, as far as third party, Mortal Kombat 11 is the big one for that. You also have coming out next Friday, even though it's a port, you have New Super Mario Bros. U. That will be also coming out. You have Yoshi. That is coming out this year. Pokemon is supposed to be coming out this year. That is heavily rumored that is coming out. You have Fire Emblem coming out this year, which we forget about that.
Yeah.
That is 4 huge titles. And then the 5th one that I just happened to see and I completely forgot about.
Marvel.
And Dolan just said it. Oh, all right, so there's 6. So Marvel Ultimate Alliance. 7 now that I'm thinking more games. Daemon X Machina.
Oh, yeah.
Will be coming out.
How we forget about that, Kyle? We should be ashamed of ourselves.
And I already said Pokemon. But don't forget about Animal Crossing.
Yep, Animal Crossing is another one. That's true.
Think of all the games that are already coming out this year. Why would you need Metroid this year?
Yeah, you definitely don't need it.
You don't need Metroid this year. And I know that is a very unpopular opinion from a lot of Nintendo people. I said that wrong. A lot of Nintendo people would find very insulting and be very angry if they heard that from my mouth. And I'm with them though. I would love to have Metroid this year. I would love to have Metroid tomorrow if I could. But the fact is, you have to play the cards right. Metroid ain't gonna come out till next year. Because they need a big game for next year, and they've already got a lot of big games this year. Even if Bayonetta doesn't come out this year, which I don't think it'll come out this year either, you'll have Bayonetta and Metroid probably for 2020.
Yeah.
That's huge.
You need something to carry, unlike what PlayStation's doing.
Bayonetta 3 and Metroid Prime 4 in the same year?
Yeah, that's big.
It's unbelievable.
That is big.
Just those 2 games. You don't need anything else this year. Nintendo's covered for this year.
Yeah, they are.
They're all set. It's just all they have to do is play maintenance.
Yeah.
And everything and work on their online. That's it.
That's it.
Their main thing that they should focus on is their main line. Is their online. But Twillo said, but you're speaking logically over I want it now. It doesn't make logical sense to have it in 20. No, like I said, Twillo, I don't think having Metroid and Bayo this year would make any sense because then you have nothing for 2020.
Yeah, you want to.
But at least have Pokemon this year. I know Animal Crossing's coming out. Animal Crossing's going to be huge. I get that.
No, you have to have. I agree with you, Kyle. You have to have either Bayo. We know Metroid's far off, but Bayo or Pokemon do have to come out this year. You do need that one big title to give that extra. Like Animal Crossing could be considered that, I guess. Fire Emblem could be considered that, I guess. But with how hot Nintendo's been lately and how they've been pushing out, it's pick your poison. It's do you get happy that you just got smashed, which is technically, if you want to be real, it's technically a 2019 game. When you do the nominees, it's going to be under 2019.
Yeah.
You got smashed.
Yes.
That should be enough to carry. But like Joel's saying, fans are, in a way, picky and spoiled, and it's like, oh, now we need this game now. And Nintendo's been killing it. Well, Ultimate Alliance is big to me, but to some people, it's like it's just Ultimate Alliance. But I see Pokemon being that game this year. I really do. Like I said, Bayonetta 3 coming out this year is wishful thinking, and wouldn't shock me. It just wouldn't shock me. But it's not needed. Bayonetta, Metroid. We know Zelda's has to be worked on soon. We know Mario has to be worked on soon. But those are like 2021. So you need something for now and next year. And Bayo and Metroid are good enough for 2020.
I think a Mario and a Zelda are kind of far out.
Yeah.
Right now, because think about it. Breath of the Wild and Odyssey came out in 2017.
Yeah.
We ain't gonna see another Zelda game for a long time.
Probably not, yeah.
Because let's be realistic here. What was the gap between home console new Zelda games between Skyward Sword and Breath of the Wild? You had a 7-year gap.
Yeah.
Which is pretty long. But the thing is, there was no Zelda game on the Wii U.
Yeah.
Technically, everybody can say Breath of the Wild was on the Wii U, but let's be real here. That game was made for the Switch.
It was.
That game came out for the Switch.
Yeah.
This is the same thing, like I said, was Twilight Princess. Twilight Princess came out for the GameCube and the Wii, but most people got it for the Wii because the Wii was new.
Yeah,
that game was designed for the Wii. Same thing with Breath of the Wild. That game was designed so that people would get the Nintendo Switch.
Yep.
Not many people bought it on Wii U, and I would have never even thought about buying it on Wii U.
No.
Didn't even cross my mind.
Not at all.
Was the Switch is coming out. Switch looks amazing. I'm getting Breath of the Wild on Switch, and the fact that the DLC was already on the Switch, whereas I believe the DLC for the Wii U one didn't come out till a little bit later.
Yeah.
So,
I'm good. Well, I like those for your Nintendo, Mr. Nintendo. We'll get Vanny for his PlayStation 1 next episode.
Yes.
For me, Kyle, get ready to fall out your seat. But I've been, when it comes to bold predictions, I've had my off days and I have my good days. I was right about Battletoads, and that wasn't rumored. That was nothing. And I'm going to say this, Kyle. I don't care. This year, a great game from our past will be launched and released. By a great company.
Don't do it.
Since they are making Battletoads.
Oh no! Don't do it.
Since they've done Sea of Thieves.
Oh no!
They owe it to the fans.
Oh boy!
To release that great man that Kyle knows the theme song to, and he can do it.
Or should I say, Great Bear?
Great Bear, and he can play the hell out of a banjo. Banjo-Kazooie is long overdue. And Phil has said himself, we are aware the fans want a new Jet Force. We are aware the fans want a new Banjo. We are aware of Battletoads. And we are aware that we need to keep at it. Battletoads is coming early this year.
Yep.
So who says Banjo will not be coming? Who says Rare, by the way, has actually split their team up to make some of their Rare games remastered. So when it comes to remastering, Banjo, I don't want to remaster. I want a new Banjo. Banjo conquers Bad Fur Day. I say it. I've been saying it the past 2 years. Rare's year. And I'm going to say that this year is Rare's year. I think we get Conquer talked about. Because remember we were Kyle now, remember this. Super Lucky still tricked us. And it had you about to flip out.
Tricked us? I lost my shit.
That's what I'm saying.
I had it.
So,
I had it in my hand. It was in the palm of my hand. I was like, I just predicted Conquer. Came out in E3 2017.
No.
And that motherfucker turned around.
Super lucky.
And it was goddamn lucky.
Yes. Conquer. Banjo.
Yep.
Both get announced this year. They're not coming out this year. We see trailers to a new Banjo. We see a trailer to a new Conquer. And possibly talks about a Jet Force Gemini remaster.
Oh, God. A JFG remaster.
That's all I have to say. I am done. We are done. There's nothing else for me to say. I want to see what Van thinks, but what do you think about my...
That would be insane if that happened. That is completely out of left field, too.
It is. It's
completely. A Conquer and a Banjo?
Yep.
That's... Wow. That would be... I agree with all those bold predictions.
Those are bold predictions, like a capital B.
One came out of left field and one came out of right field.
Yeah.
And then JFG was right in the middle.
Yeah. Because...
wait, can I add one more game to that list? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Dwally. What are you going to add?
Is it a rare game?
Uh-oh. Son of a bitch.
What'd he say?
And then one was in the seats, the bleachers, and the game's name was Perfect Dark.
Well, this is why I love you, man.
Wow.
That's why I love you, my guy.
Wow.
Rare's year.
If Rare came out
Rare's year
and announced all that stuff,
Rare's year,
I'd lose it. I wouldn't know what to do with myself the whole year. I'd be completely backlogged.
If Microsoft,
if I haven't been backlogged already,
Cal, if Microsoft wants to not just win this year, but revive themselves from the grave, all they need is Rare. That's it. That's the crazy part. Rare's year, Kyle. I'm gonna say it. They hired a whole bunch of people. I want to know what they hired all them people for. So we shall see.
I agree with that. I was going to say a new GoldenEye, but I feel like that could... I don't know.
They tried GoldenEye.
It will never happen.
They tried a GoldenEye in early 2000s, and it flopped really bad. And it wasn't a bad game. It just flopped bad because Call of Duty was hot at the time. And
yeah.
But I wish they could make GoldenEye like it used to be, but just better with graphics.
Right. Yeah, they would never remake another GoldenEye after... They remade it They did 2 other versions of it.
And they were bad.
And Rogue Agent was okay. It was okay, but it wasn't the
Blue 64 game?
The what?
Was that the Blue 64 cartridge one?
No. That's The World Is Not Enough, which that one was bad.
That was horrible.
Yeah, that was bad. I played about 2 seconds of it, and I was like, no, I'm done.
We shall see. But that is me and Kyle's 2019 upcoming predictions, thoughts.
2019 is going to be an incredible year. I know there's been a lot of games that we missed that are on this list, but needless to say, we shall wait and see. Actually, I didn't even talk about the Star Wars game. We completely forgot the Star Wars game. But we'll see about that because that is EA doing once again, but BioWare's behind it, so we'll see.
We'll see.
We shall have to see about that.
We shall see.
All right. That is it for the first episode. Best part of 2019. I'm finally going to get a Switch. Attaboy, Dwally. Attaboy, Dwally. I like that. Oh, wow. Yeah. Dwally streamed The World's Not Enough for a little bit, and I saw that, and I was like, I wanted to go, what are you doing? I was like, please turn that off right now. That's horrible. Don't do that again. Dwally. Don't do that to yourself. Don't put yourself through pain. I don't want to see you go through pain. All right, guys, but that is, again, the final. Wow, that was quick. The first episode of 2019. There will be more fun times to come in 2019, just like last year. It's gonna be awesome. I never play it. I didn't know it was so bad. No, don't play it. Don't play it. Next week, we'll have more to discuss. We'll probably have some news. We'll have to think of a subject because, again, we are in the dead time
Dead
of
zone
things
right now.
So we'll have to come up with a nice little subject. And just remember, our breaking news next month, we will start streaming at least once a month a game that we are all playing together.
Together.
And I hope that Andre has his PC set up by then.
I got my capture card coming in tomorrow, okay?
60S.
60S, baby.
Good boy.
Yep.
Good boy.
Had to, man. Had to.
Well, absolutely. You ain't using no HD60. But anyway, that's it for us this week, everybody. Are you ready?
Peace.
Peace.